Why do your fingers go numb when it's cold? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, is it cold where you live right now? It's starting to warm up here, but we still have some cold days. You know when it's really cold outside and you have to wear gloves? Have you ever been out in the snow without gloves? Ooh. I did that this winter and I regretted it. If you've ever done that before, how do your fingers feel after just a few minutes? Yeah, they start to really hurt. In fact, they kind of start to go numb, don't they? You ever wondered why that happens? I was thinking about cold, numb fingers today because I got an email from a curious kid named Caden. Caden wondered, why do your fingers go numb when it's cold? Okay, do you remember the other day when we talked about blushing? Remember how your face gets red and warm because the capillaries near the surface of your skin get bigger to allow more blood to pass by? And more blood means red and warm. That was called vasodilation. But today, we're going to talk about what happens when those capillaries tighten and get smaller. Let's talk about why your body does that. Oh, and do you remember what capillaries are? Well, inside your body are pathways that carry blood. Blood brings two very important things: warmth and oxygen. You have arteries and you have veins, but then the smallest little blood pathways are called, capillaries. And they are super close to the surface of your skin, especially in places like your face, for blushing, and also your fingers. And that's what's important for us today. Now, here's what happens when you go outside and it is freezing outside. Your brain is always working to keep your most important internal organs warm, like your heart and your lungs. The inside, central part of your body where those organs are located is often called your core. When your skin senses cold, your body makes a safety maneuver. It tightens some blood vessels in your hands and feet so less warm blood travels out that far. It wants to keep the warmth near the center of your body where the vital organs are. Think about it like this. Your body kind of goes into survival mode and it thinks, okay, if we had to only keep certain parts, what parts are the most important? The heart, the lungs. Now, remember that when those capillaries open up, it's called vasodilation, like when you blush. But when it's cold outside, they tighten and get smaller, and that is called vasoconstriction. Vaso means blood vessels, and constriction means squeezing tighter. When those blood vessels tighten, less blood flows into your fingers. And if less warm blood is reaching your fingers cool down fast. That's the first reason your fingers can start to feel a little strange when you're out in freezing temperatures. Now, let's talk about the numb part. See, your fingers have lots of nerves. And nerves send signals to your brain like, "Ah, that snow is cold!" But cold changes how well the nerves work. When nerves get colder, they can send signals more slowly, and sometimes the signals get weaker. That can make your fingers feel tingly, less sensitive, and eventually kind of numb. It's similar to what happens when you sit weird on your leg and then you try to get up and walk and your leg is falling asleep. Except in the cold, it's temperature slowing the nerves down. So why does it hurt so much at first? Well, at the beginning, your nerves are still sending loud messages like, "This is too cold! Ah!" Also, cold makes muscles and skin feel stiff, and your nervous system increases sensitivity to cold to protect you, which can make those cold sensations feel sharper. Your body is saying, "Hey, you really need to be aware that it is cold out here, so we're going to heighten the feeling of cold that you're feeling." And then if your fingers stay cold for longer, the messages can fade, because those cold nerves are not communicating as clearly. That's the numb feeling. And when you start to feel numb, do you know what the smartest thing to do is? Yep, get somewhere warm as quickly as you can. Get that blood flowing to the fingers again. So, here's the whole process. You step outside, and it's very cold. Your body goes into survival mode and wants to send warm blood to only the most important parts of your body. So your fingers get less warm blood, and that's called vasoconstriction. Then your cold nerves start sending weaker and slower messages to your brain. All of this means that you feel pain at first and then numbness if you stay in the cold. That pain and numbness is your body's way of saying, "Let's go find somewhere else to hang out, preferably somewhere warm." Thankfully, it's almost springtime. All right, let's have a quick quiz. When it is really cold, your body tries hardest to keep what warm? Your core, your most vital organs. And what is the name for when blood vessels squeeze smaller in the cold? It's called vasoconstriction. Let's play true or false. True or false? Warm blood helps carry heat to your fingers. That is true. True or false? When you get cold, your body always sends extra blood to your fingertips first. No, that's false. True or false? Nerves can send messages more slowly when they are cold. That is true. True or false? Feeling numb is a clue that it is time to warm up. That is true, too. Would you rather live somewhere super cold or somewhere super hot? Now, I live in Tennessee, and I grew up in Florida, so I'm more used to warmer weather. I don't think I could live anywhere any more cold than Tennessee. Maybe I could live in Colorado. I think it would be nice to live in Colorado where the air is dry. It gets colder, but the air is drier, so it doesn't quite feel as cold. But I think if I had to choose, I would definitely choose to live somewhere super hot. And I would just crank up the air conditioning. All right, let's play What Am I? What am I? I come in pairs. I help you hold and build things. And in winter, I am often covered with fabric to stay warm. What am I? I am gloves. There are all kinds of gloves. There are work gloves. There are snow gloves. All right, one more. What am I? I am super tiny. I am close to the surface of your skin, and I help deliver oxygen and warmth to small areas like fingertips. What am I? I am capillaries. How was wintertime for you where you live? We had that big ice storm here, but other than that, it was a pretty mild winter. What about where you are? One thing I realized this year is that I need to get some new winter gloves. I forgot where mine are. I couldn't find them at all this year. And now it's starting to warm up, so I don't need them anymore. But I'll have to remember to get some anyway, because I'm going to regret it if next winter I still can't find them. Well, the next time your fingers start hurting in the cold and then they feel numb, now you know what's going on in your body. Your body is protecting your core by squeezing blood vessels smaller, and that means less warm blood reaches your fingertips. And as your fingertips cool down, the nerves in your fingers cannot send messages as clearly, so your sense of touch and temperature starts to fade. Don't forget to put on some warm gloves when you go out in the cold, okay? It'll make you be able to play outside for longer in the snow. I hope you don't lose yours like I lost mine. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out, so until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got a few birthdays today. Today is Oliver's birthday. Oliver is from Ohio, and Oliver is turning 5. Happy birthday, Oliver! Kate is from Colorado, and Kate is turning 5 as well. Happy birthday, Kate! Braxton is from Queensland, Australia, and Braxton is turning 7. Happy birthday, Braxton! Zoe is from North Carolina, and Zoe is turning 6. Happy birthday, Zoe! To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kids want their birthdays mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. And to submit a question for the show, please visit our website, CuriousKidsEveryday.com. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com. See you tomorrow!